What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for SOFI Technologies with the ticker symbol SOFI. Remember that if you want a chart analysis guaranteed to be done, please read the description below. Before we begin, please take a second to give the video a like and subscribe for more chart analysis. I appreciate all those who have already subscribed and liked my videos. Just a reminder that this video is for entertainment purposes only, does not constitute any financial advice. I will first go over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. So the last time I looked at SOFI was back on January 19th. And I didn't believe that was the bottom right here at the $12 level. And for the reasons are in my previous SOFI video, so you can go in and watch that. And most people didn't believe me, which is fine because I could have been wrong. But however, I don't go against the market. Most people want to go against the market, which you can't do. The market is reality. You can't believe SOFI is a $100 company when the market believes it's $11 company. Reality says what the price, what the company is worth, okay? And you can't go against that. You can't go against the $1 billion hedge funds and billionaires who are probably taking short positions, traders who are taking short positions. So, you know, you can't go against the momentum, and the momentum is down. You can see this trend is working perfectly, and this pop-up was just a trap for the longs. People trying to play the breakout of this trend line, and looks like people trying to play the breakout of the swing got stopped out because prices reversed strongly. And you can see that this little candle right here closed right back inside the channel. So that is not random. How did we close inside this channel? Why didn't we close at 1535? Why didn't we close at 1565? So why did this green candle come all the way up here and then all the way back down? Because this channel is working lower, so it's not random. So we sold off, obviously, and we entered the $10 level, like I said in my video. And now we are at support of the channel. So since we're at the support of the channel, we could be seeing a bounce like we did previously here and here. If history repeats, which most likely it will, we're going to get a bounce for SOFI. And this time, this bounce might lead to a breakout side of the channel. Maybe not. So we'll have to see what SOFI wants to do. But I'm a little bullish. I mean, obviously I'm bearish because I think we're going to continue lower. I don't think this is the bottom either because the channel is still working lower. But I'm a little bullish in the short term because we are at support and we are getting far away from the EMA. So we could see a little bounce from here. And you can see that SOFI pulled back to the bottom of the range and found resistance. So previously this was support for SOFI for quite a long time. And then now we are finding resistance from the previous support. So that's not a good sign. So it shows you the momentum and the direction of the market has changed. So obviously prices hit the support level, found resistance, and continue lower. So there was a possibility for SOFI to continue higher and higher, but the possibility was lower than it continuing lower. So you just got to stick with the probabilities, and it was a higher probability that this downtrend was not over. And the targets that SOFI wants to reach is lower. So you can see that if I use a measured move, that would be the first leg down, and this would be the second leg down. Let me drag this up, make it close as possible. So these are highly accurate, like 90% of the time, especially if there's a trend working lower towards that measured move. And this is right at that low $10 level. So we entered the $10 level, but we got a bounce because we are at the support side of the channel. And you can see that this candle was red. You can see that the Friday candle was red, and then buyers bought it back up to close it inside the channel. So is that random there too? No, it isn't. So you can see that the channel and the technicals work a lot. Most people who say technical analysis doesn't work doesn't know what to do with it. If you know how to do it properly, they're very accurate. Obviously not guaranteed, but they give you a an edge to be profitable. So we closed inside the channel, so this looks a little bullish, obviously, because we are far away from the EMA. We're at the support side of the channel, so we could see a little two-legged correction up and possibly get a breakout side of this channel. But even if we do get a breakout side of this channel, there's like a 90% chance we're going to go back to the lower side to the previous low and stop this person out if we get that correction up. So even if we do get a correction up, a rally, there's a higher probability that we will come back all the way down to make some type of double bottom or stop the previous person out. So there's really no signs of weakness as right now in this downtrend. A sign of weakness is a break outside the channel and a move to a new low, and then I'll be like, okay, this downtrend is probably coming to an end fairly soon. But we haven't got that yet, so this is kind of like the start of probably lower prices. But obviously the market is oversold throughout all the stocks, and they are at support on a lot of companies I looked at, so we could see a reversal next week. But I'm still expecting another leg down for the market, so it looks like it would work out the way I predict, where we get a small reversal next week and then possibly more selling in the future until we get these targets hit. So we are very close to the measured move, so doesn't mean we have to exactly get there. This is kind of already hit in my eyes, because that's very close. We don't have to exactly get it, so this is very close to the measured move. So we could see that's another reason for a bounce, and we are at kind of like previous IPO price, so we could see another bounce here because it looks like buyers are at this level. So just my summary from the daily chart is that prices were in a spiking channel working lower. The EMA is pointing down, is acting as overhead resistance, so it sent prices lower. And now we are support side the channel, so we could see a little correction up, and maybe this correction up will lead to a break outside the channel. But even if we do get a break outside the channel, I'm expecting another drop down. So that's what I have for SOFI on the daily chart. Let's go and wrap this up on the weekly chart. So here's the weekly chart for SOFI, and you can see that previously it was range bound. It was just moving up and down within these price levels, where the lows were at the 14 and the highs were at the 23. So it was range bound, and then recently prices broke lower, and then the previous week for this candle bar on the 18th, it looks like, was bullish. And normally when we get a break outside of a range, this could have led to a massive reversal and a short trap. However, it looks like the downtrend was also in place, so those two patterns working lower, and the downtrend went out. So people weren't wrong for thinking this would be the bottom. It's just there was also another pattern in play that was stronger, so that's why we continued lower. So we are continuing lower. Obviously we're gonna get a little reversal here, maybe. I mean, it's higher, it's more likely we will get a bounce, but we don't have to either. We could just continue selling off, but that's less likely. I don't see that throughout the many years I've been trading. We usually get a bounce from the resistance side of the channel. So I'm expecting a bounce, possibly back up to maybe. Still take a look at the daily chart just real quick. Let me erase this. So we could see a pullback possibly to that $14 level. Let me put the channel working lower. So I'm expecting a bounce here, maybe back up to the $13-14 level. That's if how strong the bounce is. Sometimes we could just get rejected again from the resistance side, but if we do get that bounce, we could see a decent sized pullback up to the $13 or $14 level. But even then, I'm still expecting this low to be knocked out. So the low of SOFI right now is $10.48 for this entire down move. So I'm expecting that low to be taken out and prices to enter probably the $9 level. So that's what I have for SOFI. But if anything else changes, I'll give you guys an update. Thank you for stopping by and checking out my video. Make sure to check out the rest of the channel, since you might be surprised at what you can learn. Leave a comment down below on where you think prices are headed. Also share the video if you want your friends to learn about the markets. Lastly, I appreciate any feedback to help improve the channel, since I want to deliver good content to you guys. See you next time, and bye.